Hey, I'm back because I just want to share a little bit more. And what I have here is kind of there's loose English connection with the records I'm showing, but not exclusively. It's just it's interesting, this conversation that is going on regarding these records, and so I just want to, again, some of these I need to listen to, and so that's partially it. It's like watching the videos, it kind of sparks. Oh yeah. So, and I showed this and I'm playing a bit of it. Yes, it's. Hope you can hear it nicely. It's in. This first track is the one that I just love so much. Belle Isle. Learned as a Scottish slow pipe march, though not here played as one. Yeah, I just like this a lot. There's some names on here I recognize, but I can't. Rick Kemp and Martin Simpson, but I can't tell you where from. So, just once again, I'll just watch Progman number 5, and those are records that you just do not see. You're absolutely right, Progman, and you were, Dave, you were wise to pick those up in the 90s, you know, when you saw them. So, here's some other artists. Nothing really, nothing real rare here. Just some things that were called to mind. And I'm going to let this play a little bit, turn it down, because that's my favorite. And then it gets into the more traditional sounding stuff. But Peter Bardens, who might be best known for being in Camel, but was originally in the band Them with Van Morrison. Here's an early solo album of his, Write My Name in the Dust. And this period is when he's moving from R&B, English R&B, into more of a progressive vein. His American pressing on Verve Forecast. Pardon the crease in my Blake sleeves here. And then he got into, after he left Camel, he made a series of kind of I guess you'd call it sort of new age / prog albums, and I have 2 of those, Speed of Light, and they're not bad. It was like part of Capitol trying to start a particular label, Cinema, yeah, Capitol Cinema, this one, and then Scene One Earth. Both of these are nice. They're not great, but they're, again, you can hear that this man, his pedigree, you can hear where he comes from. Peter Bardens. Barclay James Harvest has been mentioned, and they are on the lighter side of prog, kind of more like English pop even, but some nice stuff nonetheless. I have a few of their albums. Eyes of the Universe, 12, but this one I like pretty well. It has a die cut cover, Gone to Earth. And this one you can slide that, and Everyone is Everybody Else, Barclay James Harvest. This one is so-so. And this older one is one of my favorite ones. Once again, this is a reissue though. It's on, or yeah, it is, yeah, because it's the original is a gatefold. This is a good one. Not so much prog, but interesting UK music is the band Backdoor. Is that 8th Street Nights. Somewhere between jazz, blues, and something else. Tony Hicks on drums, Colin Hodgkinson on vocals and bass guitar. Who was he with? And Ron Asbury. Interesting stuff, though. They have at least one other album out. This one, pardon the damage there from the cat, but kind of an interesting band on the Charisma label. Automatic Fine Tuning. Instrumental guitar band. Long tracks with a lot of widdly-woodly kind of guitar going on. Interesting, not completely convincing, but at times engaging. You know, like, for example, several of the, most of the songs start out good, but they just kind of wander, it seems like, after a while. But, it's again one of those albums where it's like, the last time you listen to it, it's like, and so it's like, I'll come back to it. And that's still kind of how I look at it. It's like, you always hope that, again, the next time you hear it, that it'll be a little better. So this is one that needs a fresh listen. And yeah, my Blake sleeves are all junked up because of the way I am. It's me, not the sleeves, Audience is not prog, but they're well worth a mention. Lunch. So I got the message that Jeff is interacting on a different platform. So for, whatever that means, that's cool. We got to do our thing. So, but I know you watch, Jeff. I do know that. Audience. And I think of you when I think of Audience, because I know you like this band too. Got to mention Atomic Rooster. I only have this album, Death Walks Behind You. Again, just a whole lot of history involved with this band. Vincent Crane, who passed away. He was with the Crazy World of Arthur Brown. Oh, let's see. Paul Hammond on drums. John Can on guitars. Many bands, many connections. They don't come to mind right away. Now, this is not English, but it just came to mind to listen to. Kind of more, he came up during the discussion of spiritual jazz, David Amram, Subway Night. And I can't speak intelligently about this right now. I just know that this is something to revisit. I know he's a composer. Yeah, okay, composer in residence, New York Philharmonic. I'll get back to you on this. Now this is, again, maybe something that will be coming in Dave's videos. This band is Dutch, I believe. 8. This is the only vinyl I have by them. Pictures from Cyclist 7, but this is some good prog from the 70s. And they have 3 albums, I think. But this is good. This is some good stuff. On CBS, Dutch CBS. It's an original. Thought I'd show that. Let's keep going here. Yeah, this music is relaxing, and I'm just gonna keep going here. So Brian Auger was mentioned. I have a few of his albums. I just want to show 2 early ones. This is with Street Noise, Trinity. And it's a double on Atco. Julie Driscoll, Julie Tippett. Played this recently, and I like this one actually better. What? By Brian Auger and the Trinity. I love that cover too. This is a white label promo Atco, actually. Yeah. Ivor Cutler bears mentioning. He was not a musician. He was a writer. Chris Cutler of Henry Cow and the man behind Recommended Records. This is his father. But I don't know the right word to really describe him. But here, he's doing these spoken word like stories, you know, and his dry wit. He's like, comedian doesn't seem to be the right word for him, but Life in a Scotch Sitting Room, Volume 2, this bears mentioning. And he's made some guest appearances on Robert Wyatt records and folks like that. Now this is, again, American and not prog. It's actually more soul, but thought I'd show it. And if anyone else knows more about this band, Cupid's Inspiration. It's like they may have had a regional hit. This is actually, it says Columbia, but it's on the Date label, which is one of their subsidiaries. The label that brought us the Zombies, Time of the Season in America. Just thought this was a bit of interest, and again, it's one that more out of interest I bought it and keep it. It's like, but again, maybe in the right mood this might really sound good to me. So far I've not really cared for it too much, but again, I show it partially out of interest to see if anyone else knows anything about this or has it. A British musician that I really like that I wish I had more music by is guitarist Gordon Giltrap. Visionary. Airwaves, Gordon Giltrap Band. Nice. I'm not trying to go too much further, but I just, there's all these records that, well, I want to vibe a little bit too, again, with Dave, you know, like he showed Greasy Truckers here. Yeah, this is way cool. This is an original copy. And Henry Cow, too. Have a side on here. Camel. Gong. Yeah, this is cool. This is an interesting solo album. It's not English, it's American. Rusky Gare, who was in the Association. But Hexagram 16. This is, again, I was pulling records and it was there. And it's like, time to have this, give this a fresh listen. But I remember this being not pop, but him, you know, trying some different things here. So I thought I'd show this. This has Canterbury, folks. I've shown it before. Not a very common album. The Ghoulies, Dog by Dogma. Wondering, Dave, if you have this? Let's see. I know that Dave Stewart is on here. Yeah. Pip Pyle is also on here. And this is quite good. On Lounging Records. I somehow heard about this when it was released and got it when it came out. And again, this has been a while ago. Oh, 1982. 1982. Very good. Ghoulies. East of Eden. Yeah. I'd like to have those Dereck releases. This is on Harvest. And this is, yeah, this is a US pressing. And then I have this double, Things, on Nova, which is a German label. Mercator Projected is one of the albums, and then the other album that has Jigga Jig on it, is that Snafu? As a double. So I have both those albums on this. I love Mercator Projected. Awesome. Awesome. And Flying Island is an American band, or Canadian, and it's more jazz rock. It's actually jazz rock, but again, I wanted to show these, and John Coltrane 68. Do you have this stuff? This is good. And it would seem that possibly you would have this. And then they have a second album, Another Kind of Space. These are on the Vanguard label. This is good stuff. Seriously. Instrumental. Kind of that dexterous type of Mahavishnu inspired type of writing and playing. Well worth the mention. This is Greenslade was mentioned, so I wanted to show the Pentateuch again. Another Jeff Record man. He gave this to me, and this is that big project that Dave Greenslade did with this artist. His name is on the front here. Yeah, Patrick Woodruff, and this is very deluxe with the booklet, double album. I'm gonna try to just get to some of the artwork. I'm thinking for sure, Dave, Prog and Jazzman, you have this. One of the few things I have on John Peel's Dandelion label, and something I highly recommend, is Principal Edward's Magic Theater. This is along the lines of Incredible String Band. And I want to just show that it's an original on Dandelion. You don't see these too often, you're right, Dave. I just want to say that a couple folks personal message to me, and I am just really perplexed why anyone would be bothered with, you know, what people do on here and would be wanting to send me negative vibrations. I just don't understand that. That's all I have to say. Just don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? People are just doing their thing here, so there is no problem. And I just really don't appreciate folks trying to create one, you know? Trader Horn, Morning Way. This is a Korean reissue of this. And again, Dave, you know about this. As well as some of the other folks. This is more on the folk side, but very good. Trader Horn. And the original Dawn, this is a reissue, but yeah, it was on Dawn. I've shown this before. Trees, this is a reissue. Fantastic. This is the Sunbeam reissue. Double with extra tracks. Awesome. Just love that iconic Hypnosis cover. Just love it. Last thing I'll show is this. Another American-based band that put a record out in Germany. Galaxy. And Nature's Clear Well. The vocals really detract from the music. The music is great, and some very, very nice writing and prog playing on this. The cover fits it very well. Again, kind of like you, Chris, John Coltrane, 68. Much as I like prog, vocals can be a sticking point for me, you know. But if the music's good enough, I'll wade through it, and this is a good example of that. The music on this is great. Okay, so just a little more vibe. I don't want it. It's 18. We can stop here.